12:18 a.m. Purple vacancy in the puddles. Jukebox glowed through the diner glass. My whole mind already floating.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Parking lot shining like candy paint rain. Chrome on the bumper, smoke in the lane. Coffee steam ghosting from the takeout cup. Purple sign dripping, never letting up. I'm in that dream where the minutes been, where the back seat dark feels soft as sin, where the booth light from inside spill out, and a whole lot of hush when the subs roll out. I see white walls cut through the wet black gloss. I see your shape where the tail lights cross. I feel that craving in the syrup loop, in the glass, in the ash, in the roof of the coupe. Every little thing got a late night halo. Straw wrapper gold in the dashboard shadow. The diner clock don't mean a thing out here. Time gets slow when the haze get near.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move slow.
Dream keeps circling the same sweet frame. Purple on chrome like a whispered name. Motor hum under the neon rain. Warm my chest like a velvet chain. I catch reflections in the side door trim. My whole cool gone, but the lights stay dim. French fries cooling on a paper tray. Moon in the windshield trying to fade away. Still I drift in that after hour spell. Half motel heaven, half asphalt hell. But the smoke make mercy, the smoke make room. The smoke lay silk through the whole cocoon. I hear the tires in my memory glide. I hear the low and hold my pulse inside. And every breath got that same warm make. Like the night itself don't wanna let me wait.
Flow with me, slow, slow. Under that violet afterglow. Flow with me, slow, slow. Where the baseline make the night move
turns through like night got caught and broken too.
Memory hit all at once. The roll-up door half raised to the night. The silver gleam running down the fender. The red tool chest catching a weak lamp. The floor shining black with oil and rinsed water. And your outline breaking into pieces in the chrome like the whole shop had learned how to keep a secret. The morning found me carrying that room inside my chest. That after hours auto shop with its quiet machinery, its polished quarter panels, its hanging cords and shadow lifts, its low lamps to your lamps turning every surface tender and expensive, as if steel itself had spent the night learning the language of longing and had not yet forgotten it by dawn. I remember the bay air warm with smoke and engine heat, the workbench dim under scattered sockets, the hood left open like an unfinished confession, the reflections doubling your shape until I could not tell where the chrome ended and the warning began. And every small sound, cool and metal, a soft heel on concrete, the hush under the bass, felt slowed down and lacquered over with that dreamy sadness that arrives only after the best part has already happened. There was a melancholy to the glamour of it, a sweetness in the emptiness, a rich low ache in watching the shop become softer than it had any right to be. With the dark outside just beyond the open bay and the glow inside making everything look hell for one more minute than the world could really spare. Time went blurry in the chrome that night. Slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Time went blurry in the chrome that night. Slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. What stays with me is not any single thing, but the way the whole room moved like one long thought. The lift chains hanging still while the sub rolled under the floor. The black coupe on the rack breathing back the glow. The mirror shine of the wheel lift turning your wrist into a ribbon of light, then turning it away, then giving it back softer, more distant, more impossible to leave alone. I remember how the smoke floated through the work bays and made the fluorescent edge of every tool look velvety. How the gleam on the chrome made the darkness richer instead of colder. How the place felt less like a garage and more like a private fever dream where luxury had put on coveralls and leaned against the work table just to watch us lose track of time. And all the while that blurred time obsession kept tightening around me, not harshly, not like panic, but like a slow polished chain, like the kind of fixation that turns reflections into memories before they have even finished happening. That makes the whole next morning feel like a room you have not truly walked into because you are still somewhere under those lights, still somewhere inside that silver afterglow. Time went blurry in the chrome that night. Slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Time went blurry in the chrome that night. Slow on your hands, slow on the light. I keep replaying that silver slide where the hour lost shape and would not decide. Bay door open, engine heat fading, smoke still writing, chrome still waiting, bass still low, in the frame of the dark, and every little gleam in the shop still pulling at the same part of my heart. Time went blurry in the chrome that night. Slow on your hands, slow on the Then the memory narrows to the smallest motion, to your fingers near mine with the whole shop breathing around us, to the weak light caught in the hood line, to the smoke thinning over the floor, to that final touch that never fully became a whole, because in the last silver second your hand met mine and then slipped away, leaving the chrome full of us and the morning full of nothing. Already rolling past the liquor glow. Already got smoke turning blue in the cabin. Already got palm shadow skating over the hood. Already got the bass under the seat telling the whole car how to breathe. I remember that boulevard like a warm film left, playing after the screen went dark. All black pavement and gold spill. All midnight haze softening the lane lines while the city kept its distance and the palms leaned down like old friends who knew too much. The tires barely whispered, the engine stayed gentleman low, and the whole ride with that polished kind of loneliness that only shows up after midnight. When the chrome starts catching more memory than light, and every store from reflection looks like somebody you almost knew. There was smoke in the suede, smoke in the dash glow, smoke curling slow enough to make the air feel expensive. Somewhere in that ribbon hush, I can still feel the body heat left in the seat beside me. The kind that doesn't leave when the person does. The kind that turn a simple drive into a private religion. That's why I keep coming back to it. Not for the road, for the way the road held us, for the way the low end pressed up through the leather and made every breath heavier, every glance slower, every second richer than it had any right to be.
Body on the page, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the page, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
The whole scene got softer the farther we rolled. Boulevard lights stretching long across the doors. Little red signs melting in the side glass. Warm air slipping in through the crack like it had nowhere better to go. And I was deep in it at the glow state where smoke and nostalgia start sharing the same mouth. I could see the city far off in little glitter cuts, but the real world was inside the cabin. The ring on the cup holder, the faint scent card in the headrest, the blue dashboard wash on my wrist, the pulse in my chest keeping time with the speakers like the music knew the exact shape of what I missed. Nothing had to be loud, that was the luxury, the one that stayed smooth, the ache stayed tailored, even the emptiness came dressed right, sitting low on the passenger side, looking good enough to almost mistake for company. And every time the bass rolled through the floor again, it brought the memory back physical, back close, back warm, like the body remembers what the mind only knows in fragments.
Body on the base, racing the blood. Night ride slow, like a velvet flood. Body on the base, lights drift past. I still feel that touch when the sub hits back.
By the end of that drive, the haze had turned the whole boulevard into a ribbon of dark silk. The palms had gone soft at the edges, and the skyline ahead started washing thin, losing its sharpness, one gold fleck at a time, until it looked less like a city and more like the last thought before sleep. I remember the smoke, still hanging in the cabin after the music dipped. The chrome still carrying little ghosts of passing light. The bass still breathing under everything, even when the block grew quiet. And that's how the night stayed with me. Not as a place, not as a face, but as a low warm pressure in the chest, while the skyline slowly washed itself away. You hear that crackle first,
That needle drop. That low bass roll under the floorboards. The smoke ring breaking slow and the lamp glow. Yeah, that's where I'm calling from. If you hear this in the neon haze, on my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, I'm leaving this low and easy from the back booth shadow. From the underground room where the record spin slow, and the gold on the bottles look warmer than truth. Where the flow hum ride through the souls in the booth. Hold heat like I don't ever wanna let the night go. I got your scent still called in the velvet. Still got your outline moving through the smoke, a little soft flashes. Still got that tender kind of midnight sitting on my chest. And every time the needle slide I hear your name without nobody saying it. The whole bar lean like a low rider in slow motion. All blue haze, all red lamp, all chrome trim on the bar, catching little pieces of the dark. And I keep talking into this message like maybe the room gon' carry it to you just and I can't. Ain't no crowd in my mind now, just a sub in the ribs, the glass in my hand. The smoke rings climbing up and disappearing like they know something I don't. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Yeah, you remember how that basement air moved? Slow over the leather, slow over your wrist, slow over the turntable while the whole room just itself an expensive loneliness. That's where I'm at right now. Same soft roof, same sweet burn in the lungs, same late hour shine on the wood grain, same record side running like a black ribbon through the speakers. I keep watching the smoke right over everything, over the lamp, over the tray, over the little empty space where you were leaning, and make the memory feel richer, make the ache feel cleaner, make the whole bar feel like a prayer with bass under it. I ain't saying this loud, I ain't saying this desperate, I'm saying it how the room taught me. Cool voice, heavy pulse, real slow like a ride home I don't wanna take yet. If you play this back tomorrow, you'll hear the tenderness in it. That little break in the smooth, that part where I almost stopped talking, just to breathe the same smoke we left hanging there. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. If you hear this in the neon haze, know my heart still drift your way. Blue smoke curl, red lamp sway. I'm still yours in that vinyl play. Now the record run lower, the bar lights sink softer, the booth still warm, the glass still sweat, and even with my voice cut off, smoke keep talking for me. Still talking, still talking. Wipers half asleep, ocean on the left, dash storm blew across the cabin. We were already deep in the highway when the night decided to keep us. Morning came late, but my head was still out there on that coastal ribbon where the guardrail kept flashing silver, where the black water moved beside us like a secret too expensive to explain. Where the smoke lifted off my sleeve and turned the whole windshield into a slow private screen. I remember the cabin warm, too warm, leather still carrying the shape the hour, your perfume leaning into recycled air, the sub and the doors running low enough to feel like another pulse under mine. And every passing light made the chrome speak for a second and vanish. That's what stayed. Not one clean scene, but a soft parade of them. Moon on the side mirror, red tail lights thinning ahead, palm shadows cutting across the hood.
Your outline in the window reflection, my hand loose on the wheel. Like I trusted the road more than I trusted sleep. It wasn't loud, that's why it hurt so good. The whole drive moved with velvet discipline, with that smoky kind of nostalgia that makes a man miss something while he's still inside it.
Coastline drift, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway crash. Moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling by. I'm still in that highway glide.
I keep replaying the shorter moments and the longer feelings. The way the cabin smelled like warm skin, engine heat and sweet smoke. The way the ocean kept showing up between dark cliffs and disappearing again like it knew better than to interrupt us for too long. One memory hits quick, a shoulder lit by the gauge is gone. Another stays, the whole road unwinding under us, endless and rich, while the city behind us dissolved in a pinprick. Jewelry in the world ahead kept opening wider. That was the luxury, not champagne, not penthouses, just clean chrome, deep bass, a coastal night too soft to fight back against. And that dreamlike silence between one turn and the next, where everything felt held together by the hum of the tires. I woke up with that hum still inside me, still there, still dragging salt air through the chest, still making the morning feel thinner than it should.
Coastline drift, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway crash. Coastline drift, moon in the haze, low tide singing through the blue black waves, smoke on the dash, night rolling down. I'm still in that highway glide.
And when I reach for the last of it, the memory doesn't end with the road, it ends with the smoke. Cause the road can disappear, the lights can flatten, the ocean can go back to being only water. But the smoke keeps speaking after the drive is done, keeps hanging in the jacket, in the seat seam, in a little pocket of air behind the throat. It says the guardrail was silver, it says the moon stayed close, it says the cabin was warmer than the truth, it says the coast never really let us leave. Even now, with daylight thinning everything out, I can still hear the tires under the dark, still feel a sub under the leather, still catch that faint sweet trace rising from nowhere. And the smoke keeps speaking until the whole memory starts breathing again.
Flow me back down that coastline low, slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Smoke came first, long before the memory got honest, filling the cabin in soft gray ribbons. While the highway unspooled beside the ocean and the guardrail kept catching silver from the moon like it was built to hold dangerous thoughts in place. And I remember how the bass sat low in the doors, how the leather held warmth, how the dashboard poured blue over my hand while your perfume kept leaning through the haze and turning every mile into something slower than time. It wasn't a loud kind of wanting, it was polished, expensive, patient, the kind that rides in the chest with a calm face and lets the night do all the talking, the kind that makes the dark outside feel intimate in the inside of the car feel almost sacred with the tire hum right in a steady line under us. And the ocean air slipping in through the crack in the window, just enough to make the smoke move like it had its own pulse. I remember your silhouette in pieces, shoulder first and hair lit by passing signs. Then your knee in the soft spill of the console glow. Then your mouth half open in the reflection when the road curved and the whole coast bent with us. And every little detail stayed with me after, not as a scene but as a luxury ache. A smooth after hours fever I can still wear like a ring under my jacket.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat and the smoke, still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
Now I replay it from the afterglow, from the clean, lonely place that comes after the engine cools and the city wakes and the body pretends it moved on. But the truth is that whole drive still lives in me, still runs the coastline over again in one long velvet rear with a chrome on the mirror flashes. The boulevard lights thin out, the black water stays just off to the side like a promise with no need to speak. And the smoke keeps carrying the shape of what I wanted without ever giving it a name. That's the thing about haze-soaked desire, it doesn't leave clean, it settles into the details and keeps them breathing. In the low pressure of the sub under my ribs, in the memory of your hand near the shifter, in the way one passing glance can turn the whole Pacific in the background and make a single second inside a moving car feel richer than a mansion, softer than a bed, heavier than a confession. I can still feel the confidence of that night, the way I let the road glide under me like silk, the way I let the smoke build a room around us, the way the coast stayed endless and closed at the same time. And even now when I think I've reached the end of it, the same warmth comes back through the speakers, the same midnight tenderness, the same slow flow pull telling me the drive never really ended, it only changed form.
Flow me back down that coastline, flow. Slow tide, low ride, don't let go. Your heat in the smoke, you're still moving slow. I'm still in that night like I never left home.
And when the highway fades and the glass goes dark and the ocean turns into nothing but a line I can't separate from the sky, the smoke still keeps the last word, still curling through the remembered cabin, still speaking in that low sweet language that says the coast is gone but the night is not. The drive is over but the haze is still here, and it keeps speaking, keeps speaking, keeps speaking.
Fall through the window sill. Moonlight wet on the guardrail, and the whole coast breathing like velvet. Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slide. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
Nowhere and everywhere on that highway, floating between black water and chrome rails, between dashboard blue and the long silver wound of the moon on the ocean. And the whole ride felt drugged with softness, not reckless, not loud, just
seduction with his pulse lowered and his cuffs pressed clean. The cabin carry heat like a secret, not fire, more like
like skin remembering its own weather. More like smoke circling the rear view and making every thought arrive late and dress better than it should, while the bass kept moving under the seats in slow luxurious waves, turning the car into a private tide and my body into something to answer without speaking. I could feel the night lose shape around me, all palm shadows, all lane lines melting, all distant motel lights smudging into gold. And somewhere inside that dreamy wash of motion, there was a trace of you, never fully seen, never fully gone. Just that dangerous kind of memory that perfumes the air and then lets the air do the rest.
Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside.
The road kept unwinding like a silk ribbon dropped from a dark balcony. And I stayed inside the curve of it, calm in the hands, calm in the jaw, while the mind slipped deeper into that narcotic half place where one does not shout, it reclines, it glows, it waits with one ankle crossed and one eye half open. Everything looked different after hours polished, the side mirror carrying a faint ghost of my face, the leather holding warmth longer than it should, the little red pulse of the stereo cutting through the blue instrument light, the ocean off to the left like a black jewel breathing under glass. And the obsession was not with the moment, not exactly, but with the way time behaved around that scent. The way one note of it on my jacket made the miles loop back on themselves, made the night feel folded, doubled, blurred at the edges, as if the highway were trying to keep me in the same beautiful second, long after the second had passed.
Soft blur, slow nerve, coastline bending where your perfume curves. Soft blur, time slides. I keep drifting in the hush you left inside her.
By the time the city fell behind and the coast turned darker, the smoke had thinned and the ocean had gone quiet under the moon. But the cabin still held the last trace of you. Not in the seat, not in the mirror, not in the road, only in the scent that stayed after the night had loosened its grip. The scent that clung to the collar and the leather and the little pocket of air around my throat, while the engine kept rolling on into the dark.
Party in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings.
Already in the backseat before the thought got clean, before the coffee steam from the diner windows curled into the lot, before the chrome on the door handle caught that bruised violet light and turned the whole park coupe into a little moving dream that forgot how to move. Your shoulder was warm in the half dark, your perfume was slow in the fabric. My hand was still, but the pulse under it wasn't. And the speakers kept breathing through the floor like they knew exactly how to make desire sound softer than truth. Outside, the retro sign hummed over wet asphalt, purple halos trembling in puddles. A jukebox leaking from the diner wall in tiny ghost notes. And inside the cabin, all that mattered was smoke and skin in a delicate way. Late night sadness can wear luxury so well. I remember the curve of your wrist and a dashboard glow, the faint shine on your lip when the neon slipped through the glass. The whole lot empty except for us and the ache of staying too long. And I kept talking low from that backseat place in me. That place where confidence goes, silky and melancholy gets expensive. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings. The night kept widening without changing shape. All diner glass and parking stripes and long soft reflections on the hood. All that purple spill making your profile look half real, half remembered. Like I was confessing to somebody I already lost while they were still right there warming the leather. That's the sweetness in it. That's the damage too. The smoke moved between us like it had manners. Touching the air first, then the throat, then the thought. And every time the bass rolled back through the seat, I felt the body answer before the mind could act cool. You never had to lean much, you never had to say much. The intimacy stayed in the inches and the heat trapped near the window. In the little after hour silence that kept dressing itself in chrome and violet. I let the moment drag slow like a silk chain over skin. Let the diner lot become our private weather. Let the purple sign flicker against your collarbone until even the loneliness felt beautiful enough to keep. By then I knew I wasn't riding out the night. I was sinking into it, deeper with every breath, deeper with every soft low note, deeper with every smoky trace your body left in the dark. Already in the backseat, purple on your skin, smoke on my sleeve, bass under everything. Stay that close, don't say a thing. The diner sign shakes and the low end clings. Then the windows got darker, the coffee glow went thin. The purple sign kept buzzing over the empty lot, and your warmth stayed in the seat a second longer than your shadow did. I sat there with the engine off, the smoke still drifting in little silver loops, the chrome still holding the last pieces of night. And somewhere under the silence, the bass was still breathing.
See warm wind on the terrace rail, mist on the stone, moon on the water. Blue night breathing through the villa doors. Everything damp with salt, everything slow with smoke. I'm in that oceanfront villa hour, that 2 a.m. hour, that glass and tide hour, that silk dark hour where the room keep looping. Lamp glow on the marble, smoke on the ceiling, pool light shifting through the hallway, whole house floating like it lost its weight. I let the haze right over the chest, let the bass move low through the flow, let the ocean talk in hushes under the bluff. Heat in me, quiet in me. Same body, same pulse, but the fire dressed expensive. The fire sitting still,
The fire watching its own reflection in the black glass and not making a scene.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk, controlling the vibe.
I keep circling the same sweet frame, same sea line, same white stone edge, same smoke turning soft around the doorway, same little ache wearing cologne, same little hunger wearing manners. Everything in loops, the amber, the bottle, the shadow on the chase, the long shine on the wrist, the breath in the mirror like panel. I feel desire like a low engine. Never loud, never begging, just running rich under the skin. Villa air warm, ocean air cooler, both of them crossing in the middle of me, and I keep drifting in that crossfade. Slow, soft, dangerous, only because it looks so calm.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk and controlling the vibe.
Now the whole night turns liquid. Smoke in the stairwell, smoke by the piano, smoke lifting off the terrace furniture. Moon pouring silver into the pool, pool giving it back to the walls, and me still inside the same stream. Thought on thought, haze on haze, salt on the lip of every second. I know this feeling, not chaos, not mercy, just that polished fever, the after hours discipline, where the body want more, but the mouth stay closed, where the chest run hot, but the hands stay slow, where every step through the villa sounds like a promise nobody had to say out loud. That's the luxury of it, the restraint, the velvet around the flame, the way the flame keeps burning anyway.
Heat stay hidden, heat stay smooth. Gold in the lungs, blue in the room. No fast hands, no wild eyes. Fire under silk and controlling the vibe.
Then the sea turns pale, the villa goes quiet, the smoke gets thin in the first week light. Pool glow fades, glass loses the moon, bass gone from the floor, nothing left moving but the curtain edge and the salt air and the silence after. The coupe is already moving when the memory opens. Headlights combing the guardrail, ocean breathing black beside us. Smoke ribboning through the cabin while the dash paints your wrist in cobalt. And the whole highway feels like it has been waiting all night to keep our secret. Yeah. Morning found me late and still inside that drive. Still tasting salt on the window crack. Still feeling the leather warm where your thigh had turned the seat into a confession booth with no witnesses but bass and moonlight. The road kept curving slow along the water, palm silhouettes dropping in and out of glass. Little motels and fitter cells dissolving behind us, and all I could think about was the way the night made your skin look almost unreal. Half lit by the instrument panel, half hidden by smoke, like desire itself had bottled the face and asked the dark to protect it. There was heat in that car, not loud, not reckless, just rich and close and patient. The kind that lives in a long exhale and perfume caught and swayed, and fingertips hovering one breath away from trouble while loneliness rode shotgun underneath it all. Polished and quiet, making every beautiful second feel already gone while it was still happening.
Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside
Yeah, I remember the road more by texture than distance. By the wet shine on the lane lines, the low hum under the doors, the way the ocean flashed silver. Only when the moon found the right angle to touch it. Like the world was giving us just enough light to keep going in and not enough to find a clean way back. Your mouth moved once, maybe to say something, maybe only to breathe, and I still can't separate that from the way the sub rolled through the floor. Because everything in that hour had started fusing together. Smoke with salt, skin with shadow, confidence with ache, the feeling of wanting and the feeling of already missing it before it ended. That's what stayed with me in the morning. Not one line, not one touch, but the blur of all of it. How the miles looked expensive, how the silence looked intimate, how the cabin held us in a velvet little world while the rest of the coast looked away like it knew it could never compete. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me. By the end of the drive, the city was only a fog glitter in the mirror. A jeweled room was shrinking behind the haze, and the highway had become almost dreamlike. All smooth descent and ocean air, all dark, chrome and low impulse. All the things that make a man feel held and haunted at the same time. I can still see your reflection ghosting over the side window, double with the shoreline, double with the passing lamps, as if even the glass didn't want to let you be only one thing. And maybe that's why I keep replaying it now, because obsession likes a moving picture, like something they can never fully touch, like some memory of a night's softness, when inviting enough distance to keep burning. So I woke up with that ride still living under my ribs, with the smoke still hanging in my jacket, with the heat still bright in the places just silence and reach, and the loneliness even brighter for having shared the role with something that good. Time kept blurring on your shoulder, on the glass on me. Slow as the coast, soft as the smoke, too deep to leave. I'm still circling that one late hour where the lights ran free, and the whole night melted down to you beside me.
And the memory eases farther out. The highway open, the water darkened, the cabin cooling by degrees, and the skyline we left behind washing thinner and thinner in the rear view until even the city turned to them. All that remains is the road, the smoke, and the shape of you fading where the light used to be. Low wind rolled up through the booth before I said a thing. Glass gave a little shiver, gold on the edge ring. Smoke lay soft in the lampshade, room gone slow. And I looked at you like the whole night already know. I'm saying this live right now while the room's still warm, while the velvet hold our weight and the air keep warm, while your perfume ride the haze and the bass stay deep, while the whole damn lounge move lazy like it half asleep. You got that calm that don't ask, just bends the scene. That soft kind of power that make restraint look clean. And I'm sunk in it, chain cool, post lit, trying to keep the tone plush while the truth don't quit, cause bliss got a dark little echo when the late shift glow. Like the more I get close, the more the distance show. Like your knee by mine and your hand by the glass can make an hour feel rich and still move too fast. I like the way you lean in and don't finish the move, like you trust the smoke, let the hush do the proof, like you know one look and settle the whole room down, and still leave a quiet kind of ache under the crown.
Don't press, you draw me in. Soft touch sway with a silver grin. Low flame, stay, let the night begin. You wear control like skin. You don't chase, you let me choose. Gold smoke curl and the booth turns blue. No loud loud, just that pull come through. You wear control like skin.
I'm confessing the drift, not tomorrow, not later. Right here with the ice gone thin and the ashtray crater. Right here with a brass on the table, catch half your wrist, and the whole spot blur every time your shoulder twist. This ain't heartbreak music, this ain't all joy either. It's that sweet spot between warm breath and fever, that beautiful emptiness after the lights get kind, when the body feel full but the soul still search behind. Everybody else faded to coats and dim shapes, only your outline left in the smoke made drapes. Nah, not drapes, just a cloud hanging soft in the light. Like the room built itself around this one long night. I'm watching you lift your glass with that easy grace. Like the whole low room wanna borrow your pace. And I'm caught in the pleasure, caught in the lack, caught in the way your nearness, give and take back.
One lap, one move, one slow baseline. Your breath near mine, my thoughts off time. No rush, no rescue, no need to explain. Just heat with manners and a little bit of pain.
So let me say you're playing while the record still turns, while the smoke climb higher and the amber still burns. I like the way you calm, make the danger look dressed. Like the whole late hour put its best on your chest. I like the way this bliss got a hollow in it. Like we touched something gold but can't fully live in it. Like the laugh came easy but the silence came true. And both of them sat right here in the booth with you. Maybe that's why I stay with my voice this low. Why I let the words glide, why I don't move too close. Cause the minute I break with the mood done built, all the satin soft fake might just tilt and spill. And I don't want loud, I want that rare kind. That slow burn sweetness with the bruise behind. The after hours mercy where the body go light. And the soul keep partnering under beautiful night.
You don't press, you draw me in. Soft touch sway with a silver grin. Low flame, stay, let the night begin. You wear control like skin. You don't chase, you let me choose. Gold smoke curl and the boot turns blue. No loud valve, just that pull come through. You wear control like skin.
I know the pool gone shallow when the crowd gone thin, but the haze still move where your arm had been. Lamp still low, bass still slow. I'm still here with the truth I meant to keep hidden. When you leave, this booth won't clear all the way, cause the smoke keep your shape like it wants you to stay. Even after your shadow slide out of my sight, the smoke keeps speaking all night.
I'm already by the cabana rail, phone in my palm, low speaker breathing. Canvas roof shifting, warm fog weaving, lantern glow on the linen, waves still crawling in. I hit record while the whole night settling in. Yeah, this that late line. Yeah. Yeah, this that late line, low tide, voice note, salt on the cuff, smoke in the throat, bass from the hidden box, under the bench, roll thick, triple lip post, soft crush, whole shoreline slick. You left your rap on the chair by the candle tray, left your heat in the cushion where the white folds lay, left your scent in the fog where the sea breeze turn, and I'm still in the cabana letting all of that burn. Bamboo frame, cream drape, shadow moving slow, gold light through the mist, make the whole place glow. I keep seeing your ankle by the woven rug edge, your hand on the bottleneck, calm on the ledge. Not some loud scene, not some wild flame, just midnight tenderness with a dangerous name. The kind that sit close, let the silence dress rich, let the surf count time while the low end twitch. So I'm leaving this message with the night half spent, telling you the warm fog still know where you went, telling you the ash in the shell tray still in your way, and the cabana feel full though you been gone all day. Nah, all hour but the hour got long, when the body want more and the room hold on. That's why my tone stay plush, my words stay slow, cause the beach got ears and the tide know. Plus midnight, stay in my chest, warm fog, low drum, won't let it rest. Soft dark gold hush, all on my skin. Plus midnight, pull me back in. Plus midnight, stay in my breath, salt air, silk smoke, sweet little threat, no big vow, just the waves tucked in. Plus midnight, pull me back in. I'm still by the cabana post where the lantern swings, watching mist wrap soft round the little brass rings. The sea keep talking in a hush-hush tongue, and I taste your perfume when the breeze come young. That's the luxury right there, not jewels, not flash, just warm white fabric and a half-burned stash. A moment's in the cushions and the wood grain gloss, in the line your shoulder left in a sweet small loss. You had that slow walk, no hurry in the hips, that moon soft look, smoke near the lips. One glance and the whole setup changed shape, turn the beach to velvet, turn the
midnight to drape. I stay cool on a voicemail, cool in the line, but the bass keep telling what I hide behind. Every thump from the speaker on the text say true, that the fog got thicker when it held you. And I notice after hours, notice it's late, know the water keep moving and the stars don't wait. Still I'm talking to the screen like the screen got sold, cause the cabana make honesty easy when it's low. Canvas breathe in, canvas breathe out. My post with the surf, yo trace all about. No one on the sand but the shadows in me, and the warmth you left folded in the sea. 3 soft beats in the floorboard grain, 3 thin flames by the bottle stain, 3 slow breaths in the whole coast bend. I say your name and the fog lean in. Now the voicemail deeper like the tide got weight, like the fog sat down and decided to stay. I'm confessing in triplets and drips and gloss, and the way your nearness made lose and feel boss. Cause Blizz got an empty room hidden behind, and I found both tonight in the same shoreline. Found a sweetness in the linen where you used to lay, found a hollow in the hush when you slipped away. I could swear your fingers still on the coupe of the glass. Nah, not coupe, just the rim, let me keep it exact. That's how memory talk when the smoke get kind. Make a man rewrite seconds just to live inside. Still the truth stays simple in the lantern blue. This cabana ain't the same when it ain't got you. Not broken, not cold, just too wide, too clean. Like the warm fog carrying what could have been. So I let the mantra loop while the tide drag silver. Let the speaker breathe slow, let the mist come thicker. If you hear this by sunrise, know the night stays soft. Know the shell tray cooled and the gold light drop. Know the sea kept watch while the sky went pale. And I sat with your scent in the canvas veil. That's the last of the luxury, last of the spin. When the room go quiet, but the skin remember skin. Plus midnight, stay in my chest. Warm fog, low drum, won't let it rest. Soft thought, go hush, all on my skin. Plus midnight, pull me back in. Plus midnight, stay in my breath. Salt air, silk smoke, sweet little threat. No big vow, just the waves tucked in. Plus midnight, pull me back in. Morning came quiet on the edge of the sea. Lanterns went dull, speaker lost heat. Canvas held still, fog thin light. No footsteps, no laugh, no second night. Just your scent in the linen, just hush in the wood. Just the beach going pale where the cabana stood. And even when the bass quit speaking to the sand, the silence still war where you touch my hand.
Engine ticking in the dark, sub still rolling through the frame. Wind on the doors, headlights poured across the cane stone. Smoke in the beam, memory waking slow. I got the coupe nosed out at the overlook rail. Black paint drinking starlight, chrome gone pale. Low beam stretched long on the rock in the dust, and the whole Cut Valley looked dipped in hush. Wind kept brushing at the sleeve of my jacket, trying to take the smoke, but the smoke came back with the same old sweetness from another late ride. Same warm tray sitting ghost like on the passenger side. That's how nostalgia move when the hour gets plush. Not hard, not loud, just a velvet little rush. Like the dash still knows the weight of her wrist, like the seat still holds the shape of what I miss. I stay cool in the posture, one hand on the wheel, but the lower in the trunk make the old ache real. Headlights on the canyon wall, clean ghost stain and everything. Exhale, write it back again. I'm not talking to the body, not prayer, not sky. Just letting my thoughts drip slow and wide like amber over glass when the room go dim. Except it's open air in the dark pulled in. Smoke plus memory, the dangerous blend. That rich kind of loneliness dressed up as zen. I sit with it soft while the valley stays still, while the night keep asking what I won't kill.
Beyond devotion in the smoke I breathe, glow on the dust where the beams lay deep. I stay down low, but the warmth don't sleep. Neon devotion in the smoke I breathe. Neon devotion, slow burn, no plea. Man, take it a little, bring it back to me.
ridge line, a strip of motel blue. Flicking through the haze like a half-kept truth. A little wash of color on the canyon floor made the whole wide dog feel intimate, more like the night had jewelry hidden in the dirt, like the silence had taste, like the hurt wore silk. I kept watching that glow through the windshield tint, and the memory turned syrup at the edge of it. I remember the perfume mixing with the cedar from the dash and the leather, making every mile sweeter. I remember her profile in the side glass bend, all mouth, all calm, all almost friend, all maybe y'all, maybe not, all clean, little danger. The type to stay warm and still feel like a stranger. That's the one that linger, that's the one that ride when the smoke in the cab and the bass down low tonight. No dialogue, no rescue, no scene to revise. Just Kenyan wine combing through the black outside. Just my chain lane still with a chest ride slow. Just a low red meter on the stereo glow, and every line in my head move heavy with grace, like devotion learned manners and took her place in the seat by the door where the moon don't reach, where the dust on the mat got more to teach than daylight ever could with its plain hard view. Some nights only smoke know what to do.
Wind on the cliffside, dust in the light, blue far below me, gold in my sight, lace in the floor pan, thoughts in a loop, whole canyon holding the shape of the coupe.
By the time the bottle in the console went warm, I was deep in that drift where old I was swarm, not broken, not wrecked, just rich with the past, like a slow good high that was built to last. I could feel the whole overlook breathing with me, headlights fixed forward like a private marquee, rock face catching every soft blink from the grill, with the smoke ain't no help and refuse to be still. It's devotion too, not church, not ring, more like staying with the ache till it turns to a hymn, more like loving what lingers after the touch gone thin, more like letting the dark make luxury a sin. Nah, not sin exactly, more the tender remains of a body once closed in the late night lane, of a ride once smooth where the heat stay low, of a woman once there in the dashboard glow. So I let the bass keep talking through the frame, and the wind have some, let the haze keep the name, let the canyon with a memory like perfume in stone, while I sit at the edge looking perfectly alone. If the world below me got neon in its veins, it only proves the night still remembers flames of the booth. Some colors don't quit when they fade, it's just something that's something when a man can't trade.
Beyond devotion in the smoke I breathe, glow on the dust where the beams lay deep. I stay down low, but the one don't sleep. Beyond devotion in the smoke I breathe. Beyond devotion, slow burn, no bleed. Wind take a little, bring it back to me. All that soft shine where the dark runs free. Beyond devotion in the smoke I breathe. In the canyon blurred at the edges, blue thin below the ridge, go loosen on the stone. Smoke I light up, they stayed under everything. Soft as a post with nowhere to go. I sat there till the beams lost shape, and the whole overlook dissolved.
Bass hit first, make the rail hum low. Blue on the flow, gold in the smoke. Last call melting through the top room glow. I was already drifting where the soft lights go. Private lounge over the city, slow, having slow risk. Warm leather seat, low lamp, ice on the lip. I moved through the hush like the room knew my name. Chain cold on the chest, but the pulse not the same. She was there in the gold, then blue, then gold. Skin catching both like the night got bold. Not loud, not rushed, just a slow burn slide. That kind of nearness keep danger inside. I stay cool on the surface, lay back in the frame, but the bass kept telling on the edge of my game. Every glance from her move like smoke through suede. Soft enough to soothe, sharp enough to stay. City way down in the scatter of stars. Top floor quiet, no sound from the cars. Just me and that aura, rich dim, slow in the hidden little heat in the blue and gold glow.
Gold on your skin, blue in your eyes. Go like drift, fly the whole room slide. Stay in that glow, don't let it divide. Gold and blue, let me stay inside. Gold on your skin, blue in your eyes. Soft smoke curl in the late hour glide. Don't need to speak when the teller decide. Gold and blue, let me stay inside.
I
watch the hand move over the side of the glass. Watch the blue touch your wrist and the gold move past. That's the part got expensive, the part got deep. How a small little motion can wake no sleep. Velvet warmth in the chest, but the wrist stay near. Not a hard black edge, more sweet, low fear. Like one more step close and the whole thing tilt. Like one more breath near and the calm might spill. I let the room breathe through, the seat of the smoke. Let the low end roll, let the silence flow. Every booth in the lounge fell back to blur. Every gold rim shadow bent to her. Late night drift, that soft cruise pace. No crash in the mood, just a slow good taste. And the city kept fading beneath that line, where the dark made her outline look half like mine.
On the rail, gold on the pole, days on the floor, wanting more. Soft in the hush, danger dressed right. Whole room folding into one night.
Yeah. Now the hour got thinner, more plush, more true. When the room looked dipped in the midnight hue, I could feel my cool get sweeter. Not gone like the hidden risk. Knew how to move with the song. No cheap scene, no desperate play. Just the warm kind of trouble that ask you to stay. Her shoulder turn once and the whole lounge lean. Gold on the edge, blue in between. I wanted the version where nothing got loud, where the smoke kept circling, where the room lost the crowd, where the bass stayed under us, deep and slow. When the city stayed far and that velvet glow, so I stayed in the drift. Let the colors talk, let the low-lit hunger do a smooth, slow walk. And if I said nothing, the room said enough. That some nights hold silk and some nights hold rough, and this one held both in a dangerous blend, like a kiss with control and a heat with no end.
Gold on your skin, blue in your eyes. Low light drift while the whole room slides. Stay in that glow, don't let it divide. Gold and blue, let me stay inside. Gold on your skin, blue in your eyes. Soft smoke curl in the late hour glide. No need to speak when the colors decide. Gold and blue, let me stay inside. Last call gone quiet, still the room moves slow. City fell farther underneath the glow. Days kept breathing while the lights went dim. Gold and blue, let me stay inside. Gold and blue, let me stay inside.
Smoke got there first. Rolled out the crack window. Sat on the hood. Purple sun humming over the lot. Grease warm air. Late cups inside. You already in the replay. Flash of your sleeve by the passenger side. Flash of the neon on wet chrome trim. Flash of your heel, pivoted slow by the faded white line. Then gone, then back, then gone again in their glass. That's how the memory hit, not full, just pieces. Just syrup in the vein, just bass under the seat. Just a down the roof, buzzing violet over everything I should've left alone. Heat lived clean in that parking lot. No shout, no crowd in the way. Just a jukebox bleeding red through the window. Just the ice machine rattling by the alley wall. Just your outline leaning on the door like the whole night. Had found one shape worth keeping. Loneliness wore jewelry there. Chrome lip on the wheel. Purple rainwater under the tires. My smoke curling soft over the dash. Trying to say what the mouth never handled right. And every little drift of it looked like devotion in that light.
Let the haze say it for me. Soft through the neon spill. Purple on your skin, slow on my chest. Still, let the haze say it for me. Go out of baseline spill. No big words, just smoke and heat. Still.
Then the frames cut strange. Your hand by your throat. My ring on the steering spoke. Coffee steam crossing the windshield reflection. You laugh maybe, or the fire hiss. How to tell now? The whole scene got velvet around the edges. I remember the menu board flicker. The palm shadows past the road. The smell of sugar and engine warmth. The way your knee turned inward, like there was one more second left to spin, and both of us knew it. That kind of vague, expensive, unfinished, perfect for a night dressed in purple. I stayed low in the seat.
played it smooth. Let the smoke climb, let the low wind throb under the trunk lid. Let the lot get smaller around you, that was the dangerous part. Not touch, not promise. Just the way your stillness made the whole retro blow feel personal. Like every puddle reflection was carrying your name without ever saying it clean. Purple tubes above, black top breathing slow. The shadow on the side panel, my pulse under the floor. One glance, and the dark got warmer. One step, then the whole lot blurred. By the last stretch of it, the diner had maybe 3 souls left inside. One server stacking cups, one cooking white light. One stranger bent over pie midnight outside. Just me, just a coupe, just you moving through the haze like the night refused to lose your shape. Heat kept hanging on the leather, loneliness kept riding shotgun. I could feel both at once, that's the part that stayed. Not some clean goodbye, not some movie line. Just a rich little ruin of wanting more in a place too small to hide it and too beautiful to fix. The flashback keep looping, purple script on the roof, smoke drifting between us like it knew both sides. Your reflection stretched across the quarter panel, my hand unmoving on the wheel, the pace making everything slower than truth. And me letting the haze talk, because it always knew how to hold softness without making it weak.
Let the haze say it for me. Soft through the neon spill. Purple on your skin, slow on my chest. Still, let the haze say it for me. Low of a baseline spill. No big words, just smoke and heat. Still.
Engine turned over soft, purple sign still trembling on the hood. You paused once by the diner door, half in the glow, half out of reach. I took one last look, and the whole lot held its breath long enough for the smoke to lift, for the bass to sink, for your shape to leave slowly, without ever really leaving.
Stay calm when the wrist light hit the hood. I stay still when the mist turns silver. Midnight on the wash bay floor. Danger look clean on us.
Chrome water like jury tonight. Slow beads on the fender, low hum in the tunnel. Tie shine dark as oil. My coupe sitting dipped in blue, white spray. Water base under the seat, kept the whole bay breathing plush. I watched her step through the mist with that measure glide, all elegance in the posture. All hunger tucked under the cool, one hand near the rail, one heel turning easy on the wet concrete, like she knew exactly how much motion the night could hold. He looked right in that wash like haze, chain low, jaw loose, one palm on the wheel like patience. Came factory fitted like restraint, had chrome trim and a custom paint code. I let the mist do half the talking, let the water stripers doing silver lines. Let the scent on my neck mixed with soap, steam, and warm motor heat till the whole scene got richer than it had any right to be.
Round and round in the rinse like glow. Chrome dreams spin while the soft lights roll. Pull me deep where the cool stays slow. Round and round till the night turns gold. Round and round in the mist all blue. Low bass hum got me looping to you. No hard rush, just that hush come through.
crossed by the vacuum stalls and the neon menu board reflection cutting across the quarter panel. Then breaking in the runoff like a memory too expensive to lose. I kept the motor island low, let the windows fog at the edges, let my stare move once from a wrist to a mouth to the water on a thigh. Not reckless, not sloppy, just clean desire in the pressed black frame. I liked how we never lunged at the moment, how we let the Mr. Rap first, how we let the hunger stay dressed, how we made the whole watch tunnel feel like a private lounge built out of chrome ribs and spinning cloths. The foam lights turned his paint electric for a second, then dark again, and every change in color made me want the same thing more slowly, more precisely, more like a woman who knows what control looks like when it starts to melt. The brushes turned overhead like the night was thinking.
The water will break frizz on the glass.
The bass kept repeating one good mistake,
And I kept stepping closer to it.
mist on the grill, mist on the hill, blue in the rinse, gold in the wheel, low ride hard with a slow burn wheel, whole night circling the same sweet thrill. By the last spray pass, the whole bay looked dipped in silk. Every puddle holding a broken moon, every chrome edge tossing light back at her like the place itself was hooked. I opened the door just enough for the warm cabinet to meet the cold mist, and even that felt intimate. That little border with leather smoke, engine heat, and the perfume started speaking the same language. I leaned by the hood and let the vapor wrap my shoulders, let them read what I never said. Let the midnight wash off whatever daylight manners were left. Elegance stayed first always, but the hunger got brighter, cleaner, finer, like a gloss coat over something already dangerous. Like the dream had found its loop and didn't want the morning near it. That's the part I'll keep. The runoff under the tires are outlined in the rinse light. My pulse steady but not safe. The way the whole car wash turned holy for a minute without losing any of its grease, metal, heat, or grit. That's the part I'll keep. It's calm and the steam, the low motor under the flow, the mist making everything softer while the one got sharper, and the chrome reflecting us back like a promise too polished to trust.
Round and round in the rinse light road. Chrome dreams spin while the soft lights roll. You pull me deep where the cool stays slow. Round and round till the night turns gold. Round and round in the mist of gloom. Low bass hum got me looping to you. No hard rush, just that hush come through. Round and round till the night feels new. He let the tires ease out first. She stayed in the mist 1 second longer. Tail lamps bled red on the wet bay floor. The tunnel kept turning my carnage. Then the engine rolled away slow, and the chrome kept the light on it.
Subbing the floor first, wave on the wall next, ice in the glass, pool light flick on the ceiling. Then his footsteps cross the stone, and the whole house changed tempo. I was already in that blue-white mansion, hush. Glass walls holding the sea like a secret too lush. Moon laying long on the tile, on my legs, on the bar. Every room feeling soft, every silence feeling far. I watched him come in with the smoke on his coat, with the low kind of calm that can pull and not choke, with the slow kind of heat that don't ask, don't beg. Just sit in the chest and move down through the legs. I kept my posture clean, kept my shoulder turned light, kept one hand on the stem, let the moon do the rest of the night. But my pulse kept counting, a triplet sway, 3 small taps every time he looked my way. That's the thing with loneliness dressed in gold. It can look so warm and still feel cold. That's the thing with wanting in a house this wide. Every room got shine but no place to hide. Salt on the breeze, smoke in the drape, his eyes on my neck, my calmest shape. The ocean kept rolling behind the glass line, and I kept floating in a thought that was almost mine.
Slow flow, keep the blue on me. Let the night
slow flow. Let the dark stay sweet. Glass wall glow. One is pull on me. No fast hand. Just to tide that breeze.
Slow flow. Don't wake me.
Stay by the far side. Cool in the frame. And I felt the whole room lean hard on his name. Not a loud kind of danger. Not some cheap spark. More like velvet on fire. Kept low in the dark. I crossed by the sofa, then stopped by the rail. At the pool, right silver through the smoke in the veil. Let the house hold still while the baseline rolled. In the edge of the morning, stay far from the gold. I could feel that ache in the luxury air. The kind that grows richer with nobody there. Say what they mean, say what they need. Just a body reading body, just a wanting to greed. Held neat in the ribs, held sweet in the jaw. Held back like a wave that still follows law. I liked how he watched me without breaking the spell. How the quiet got hotter and still wore well. My dress caught light, my shadow ran long. His chain caught blue when he moved with the song. Every step in the mansion made the whole thing ring. Like the glass walls learn how to listen and sing. 3 beats in the chest, 3 lights on the floor, 3 breaths in the whole night. Wanted more. See at my back, smoke in my hair. His heat moving slow through the moonlit air. By the late part of night when the pool went dark and the sky above the glass lost some of its spark, I was deeper than flirt, deeper than style, keeping that slow burn that can last a while. He came near enough for the air to change, for the blue on my skin to look soft and strange, for the whole beach house to shrink to a line between where I was standing and where he leaned in time. I never said much, didn't need to at all. My wrist on the counter, his shadow on the wall. That was enough for the room to confess. All the heat, all the ditches, so beautiful mess. I wanted the nearness, I wanted the ache, wanted the version of me this house could make. Half queen in the moon, half ghost in the glass, all silk in the moment, not built for the last. And still I stayed there, let the triplet roll to the baseline, climb through the pit of my soul. Let the sea keep time with the low end hum. Let the smoke draw circles where the night came from. Luxury and loneliness sat side by side, one on my lips, one under my pride. He looked like a promise, I felt like a bruise, and the house kept glowing, that was nothing to lose.
Slow flow, keep the blue on me. Let the night move deep like a private sea. Warm skin, moon drip, bass underneath. Slow flow, don't wake me.
Slow flow, let the dark stay sweet. Glass wall glow, when it's pull on me. No fast hand, just to tide that breeze.
Slow flow, don't wake me.
In the first pale gray slipped to the glass. Pool light died soft, smoke thin fast. The bass stayed low, but the room went still. No sea talk now, no want, no thrill. Just cups on stone, just morning spread thin. Just a place where the night had held us in. And all that remained in that white soft mansion was silence, wearing its shape in mine. Snap back. Snap back. Purple script buzzing over chrome. Wet black top, shining like poured ink. My hand on the wheel. Your perfume in the cabin. And a whole lot moving slow again. I ease through the diner lot real low, real clean. White wall whisper on the stripe by the milkshake machine. Purple light sliding over the hood on them in line. And your outline still living in the passenger side. Fried heat in the air from the back vent drift. Coffee glow through the glass with the graveyard shift. Bass in the trunk, got the asphalt soft. Every little memory rise when the low end cough. I'm in that cruise pace, that no rush lane. Circling the same 4 rows through the violet rain. No rain tonight, just the black top gloss. But it shimmer like the hour still counting what it costs. You lean by the door, one's half lit, half gone.
And a whole lot of hush when the neon came on. Not a loud kind of spark, not a cheap kind of flame. Just a slow burn, closeness with a grown-up frame. I kept it cool in the jaw, laid back in the seat. But the warm air changed every time we meet. In that little half second by the chrome side trim, where your shoulder brush smoke and the whole night dim blind. Slow wheel turn, let the whole lot flow. Bubba's ride where the soft lights go. Break this slow. Through the midnight sheen, chrome stay wet in the purple beam. No hard words, just the motor dream. Midnight sheen. I passed the down the front, catch the jukebox flare, red and blue in the window. Your trace in the air, and I can stack by the counter. 2 late cups left, but out here it's just me and the hush in my chest. There's a softness to the parking lot after 1, when the big rush gone and the city half done. When the neon hold the building like a hand at the waist, then intimacy moving with a patient taste. I remember your fingers on the top of the door. Your knee turned my way like you wanted one more. Of that quiet little moment where the engine just hummed, where the lot felt private, where the world went numb. That's the thing about a slow cruise, to tell the truth late. You can hide all evening, but you can't outwhack that low rider rhythm when the speakers sink deep and the whole damn memory wakes from sleep. So I roll one more lap by the crack white curve, watch the purple on the chrome make the silence blur, and I swear the smoke keep carrying your skin like the night ain't over, like you just stepped in.
Headlights low, shine light high. One more pass by the pie shop side. One booth glow, cold door frame. Whole I got your shape in it.
By the time I hit the far road near the ice machine, the whole retro dream got lush and mean. Not cruel, just rich like a bruising sweet. Like a sweet little risk in the glow you made. I can feel your nearness in the leather steel, in the dip of the cushion and the calm of the wheel. Not because you stay, but because you touch that part of the night that don't take much. Just one look through the vapor and the purple sign, and suddenly the black top felt almost mine. Suddenly the diner roof hummed soft and slow. Suddenly the smoke knew where to go. I keep the motor lazy, let the cadence swing, let the bass turn a lot to a velvet ring. Every lap got more of your trace in it, more of that slow burn grace in it. And if this is long and it's dressed up right with a clean white stripe and a mauve blue light, if this is intimacy, it don't need a scene, just a night drive, glide through a park and dream.
Fly with me, don't slow.
Slow wheel turn, let the whole lot flow.
Low bass, ride with.
Let's ride where the soft lights go.
Fly with me, don't slow.
Break this slow, break this slow, break this slow, break this slow.
Fly with me, don't slow.
Fly with me through the midnight sheen. Chrome stay wet in the purple beam. No hard words, just a motor dream.
Fly with me, don't slow.
Midnight sheen, midnight sheen, midnight sheen, midnight sheen, midnight sheen, midnight sheen.
Fast loop round the diner. Fast glow on the hood. Kitchen light thinning. Let's do good. But you're gone, and the light knows it now. Still the smoke keep talking. Over the wheel, over the glass, over the place where you lean. Still the smoke keep talking. While the bass breathe under me. Still the smoke keep talking.
Silver lighter by the ash dish. Ice sweating down a cobalt bottle. Wet towel catching pink blue spill from the pool. Your sandals strapped near the drain line. Smoke lifting past the rail. Suppressing through the deck in a low velvet pulse. and me already inside the memory before the night was done. I remember that rooftop as a floating room with no edges. Just neon fog softening the city below, and the water throwing color up your legs, while the air carried warm chlorine skin and something sweet from your neck that stayed with me longer than a song ever could. I remember how you moved without announcing anything, how one slow step beside the pool turned the whole deck intimate, how the chairs, the bottle, the low lamp, the skyline, all of it seemed to fall back and leave us alone in that expensive hush where midnight tenderness can sound like a bass line and feel like a hand resting nowhere and everywhere at once. I was laid back in the posture, smoothing the frame, but already gone in the afterglow of what was still happening, already storing the glisten on your shoulder, the damp shine along your thigh, the way the vapor kept brushing your collarbone and teaching me that closeness does not always arrive as a touch.
Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve. Night move closer every time you breathe. No hard promises, just us between. Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve. Salt on your shoulder, smoke in the gleam. Cool light drifting where your skin met me. No loud language, just a low routine. Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve.
Later when I played it back in my head, what stayed wasn't drama. It was the patience of it all, the way the fog sat over the rooftop like a private ceiling. The way the low end from the hidden speakers made the water tremble. The way your perfume kept mingling with the smoke until I could no longer tell where the room ended and where you began. You leaned near the pool once and the whole memory bent with you. Not because you asked for attention, but because you carried that kind of quiet gravity that turns luxury into something personal, something softer than display and sharper than restraint. I remember the tenderness in the details, your fingertips grazing the bottleneck, your hair catching damp neon, your breathing going slow when the track dipped lower. And my own calm unraveling without embarrassment, because the night never asked me to perform, it only asked me to remain there in that glide, in that blue-pink blur, in that smoke-threaded nearness. Cool light under fog, city going thin, bass still low beneath the deck. Your outline near the water, my memory already circling it. Heat without hurry, closeness without noise. The whole rooftop moving like one long exhale. By the time the hour deepened into that rich stillness only rooftops know, I was no longer thinking in scenes but in sensations. The cool slip of night air over damp tile, the quiet pressure to sub through my chest, the little cloud of smoke that kept lifting between us and making your skin look newly invented each time it cleared. That was the part that held me afterward, not just the beauty, not just the polish, but the ache hidden inside the bliss. The sense that even while everything felt full, there was already a little emptiness preparing its place. So I kept the memory the way the night gave it to me. All long lines and slow colors, all wet light and velvet bass and tenderness held just below the surface. All of it suspended over the city as if the world beneath us had stopped mattering for one impossible stretch of time.
Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve. Night move closer every time you breathe. No hard promises, just us between. Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve. Sword on your shoulder, smoke in the gleam. Cool light drifting where your skin met me. No loud language, just a low routine. Vapor by your collar, blue heat on my sleeve.
By morning the fog had thinned and the water lost its color. The bottle stood empty, the deck went quiet. The city turned ordinary again. But your scent stayed caught in the warm rail, in the lounge fabric, in the smoke that had nowhere to go. That was all the night left me. Not the skyline, not the music, not the light on the pool. Just that trace of you in the air.
Easy now. Coming to the low beam. Come where the wind goes soft on the hood. Come where
Memory snapped in with the terrace flight. Memory snapped in with the ocean moving black. Memory snapped in with your hand near mine. Memory snapped in at 2 a.m. I remember the villa in white stone and blue shadow. I remember the villa in salt air and low gold. I remember the glass walls holding moonlight like a hell breath. I remember the glass walls giving our reflections back softer. The room was warm from lamps and bodies. The room was cool from tide and marble. Smoke lifted slow from the ash bowl by the lounge chair. Smoke drifted slow through the open doors to the sea. I had calm on my face and heat in my ribs. I had quiet in my mouth and warmth in my hands. You crossed the terrace once and the whole night tilted. You crossed the terrace once and the whole house listened.
One touch and the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch and the moon bent low. One touch and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch and the moon bent low. One touch and I still ain't gone.
The bass came up from the floor like a dark tide. The bass came up through my chest like a soft confession. Your wrist brushed the rail and the silver moved with it. Your wrist brushed my sleeve and the whole hour loosened. The pool kept trembling under the moon. My pose kept trembling under the cool. I remember the scent on your shoulder, warm and expensive. I remember the smoke in your hair, sweet and dangerous. The villa felt huge with the ocean beyond it. The villa felt small when you stepped close in it. I told myself it was only a moment turning rich. I told myself it was only a moment turning deep.
One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, then the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, then the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone.
Morning made the marble pale, but it did not clear me. Morning made the windows bright, but it did not free me. I keep seeing the edge of your mouth in the blue reflection. I keep seeing the line of your throat in the lamp glow. The sea kept speaking in soft repeats below us. My head kept speaking in soft repeats after us. Midnight tenderness is a dangerous luxury. Midnight tenderness is a beautiful wound. You barely touched me and the night kept widening. You barely touched me and the memory kept circling. Now the villa lives in fragments that mirror each other. Now the villa lives in fragments that answer each other.
The water moved, the curtains moved, your hand moved, my balance moved, the smoke rolled, the moon rose, the warmth rose, the daylight came too soon. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the room got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. One touch, then the spiral began. One touch, then the moon got thin. One touch, and the moon bent low. One touch, and I still ain't gone. The blue went softer, the gold went softer, the sea went softer, your outline went softer. The villa dissolved in a hushing light. The memory dissolved in the smoking tide. I wrapped it, fading with it. Slow, slow.
Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft. And the canyon wine leaning through the cracked glass like it wants in on a secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything. Where the whole overlook glows in the headlights, and the whole night learns our shape.
We came up the switchbacks draped in after hours perfume and dashboard blue. The city far behind us like scattered jewelry dropped in the basin. And by the time the tires kissed the gravel at the edge of the canyon, the whole world had gone expensive, all chrome breathing under the beam wash. All smoke making ribbons in the cabin, all that dark rock waiting below like a velvet theater built for one long scene. I stayed cool on the wheel but not inside, because longing knows how to dress itself when the hour is rich enough. And you look like the kind of trouble that never raises his voice, just leans closer while the wind keeps moving your scent around the seats, and the bass keeps deepening every second until it feels less like sound and more like touch in slow motion. The overlook held us there in a polished kind of silence. Nothing cheap, nothing hurried, just the headlights cutting pale gold over stone. Your knee catching a stripe of light, smoke hanging between us with that sweet narcotic patience. And me letting the whole moment glide deeper, because some nights are too luxurious to chase and too dangerous to leave untouched.
Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft. And the canyon wind leaning through the cracked glass like it wants in on the secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything. Where the whole overlook glows in the headlights, and the whole night learns our shape.
The decadence was in the details, and a polished dial gleam, and the silver ring on the cup holder, and the low hum under the seat back. And the way the smoke kept writing over the windshield and turning the canyon into a moving paint in a black space. Soft dust and moon-thin edges, while the body beside me made every little gesture feel cinematic enough to bruise. I remember how the wind came warm first and then cooler, how I carried the scent of heated brakes, dry stone, and your perfume all at once. How the engine idled like it knew better than to interrupt, and how the whole coupe felt suspended above the valley, half real and half remembered before the memory even had a chance to finish happening. That's what makes it stay with me, the collision of luxury and ache. The way a man can feel blessed and empty in the same breath. The way the bass compress the chest in the devotion while the night keeps widening and the city lights down below. Keep looking like something you already lost before you ever owned it.
Already in the coupe with the bass laid low against my ribs, with your heat turning the leather soft. And the canyon wine leaning through the cracked glass like it wants in on a secret. Already in that slow black rhythm where your body answers the sub before your mouth says anything. Where the whole look glows in the headlights, and the whole night learns our shape.
And the headlights softened on the rock face. The valley sank deeper in the black velvet. The wind kept moving through the cracked glass with your tray still inside it. And even after the engine eased in, bass hit first. Through the flow, through my heels, through the leather of the booth, through the little gold chain on my throat.
I came up late through the private lift, top floor hush in a room full of drift. Blue sign low, red ember small, city laid out under us, last call and all. I'm in the back booth, sunken sway, warm air soft, and the playlist glazed. Your cologne moves slow through the cloud I made. I don't say much, I just let it sway. Ice in the bucket, melt to a shine.
Battle neck cold, but my skin feel warm. You lean one elbow deep by the table edge. Voice real smooth with that after hours form. Gold on your wrist, catch a dim lit spark, then fade right back in the velvet dark. I like how you pause, like you know that power. Like time moved different in a smoked out hour. My heel tap lazy to the trunk line roll. Whole room breathe with the bass that low. Girls by the bar, all roll the gloss. I stay locked in the lane, your eyes just crossed. And I ain't rushing the heat, I let it ride. Like a boulevard at 2, with the seats reclined. Every little look, got a long tail burn. And the whole lounge tilt every time you turn.
Velvet midnight, wrap me slow. Keep that low light on me, don't let go. Push it mud dry, drip that close. All night, stay go.
I watch the bartender stack up the night. Thin white napkins, amber and light. Door staff whisper, room thinning out. But the speaker's still talking in a slow mouth draw. You slide in near, not too fast, just right. Need touch mine, and the air get bright. Not bright like morning, more like heat. Like a deep cut record when the drop hits sweet. Perfume on my collar, smoking my braid. Chrome on the tray where the ash got laid. I smile one time, then look away. Make you come find what I didn't say. You got that laid back weight in your chest. That easy kind of danger, dressed the best. No hard sell, no extra scene. Just a dark silk shirt and a patient lean. Under the hush of the hanging lamps, I feel the room turn syrup in my hands. Everything slow, like the beat got thick. Like the night grew legs and decided to sit. I tell myself, keep it cool, just cruise. Put your hand on my waist, make the whole thing move. Not a city below, just a jeweled smear. And the only real thing feel close in here.
Velvet midnight, wrap me slow. Keep that low light on me, don't let go. Push the loud shine, drip that close. Don't go, stay go.
Last orders called, but nobody ran. Just a soft last ring through the room and back. I trace my nail around the label seam. Watch your mouth half smile like you caught that cue. I'm still in the booth with one leg crossed. High heel hanging, composer soft. But inside, yeah, the bass got busy. Every look from you got my calm all dizzy. Warmth on my neck from your breathing near. Small red glow when you spark that there. I take one pull, then let it hang. Cloud fold pretty in the pendant light frame. This ain't loud love, it's that harsh delay. That linger in the fabric when the players fade. That long way home, still waiting outside. But I stay one more verse in this floating ride. My lipstick mark on the rim turn faint. Your thumb brush close and I almost break. Whole lounge looking like a studio dream. All brushed gold edges in a low green gleam. And I know by now what the night done did. Took my cool little mask and lifted it. So when you ask if I'm leaving soon, I just lean in closer and let that move.
City below us, soft and wide. Room nearly empty, but the bass still glide. Your head in my bag, my pulse gone loose. One more
felt my heart in that hush upstairs. That's all I'm giving, the rest stays there.
Bass hit first through the alley wall, then the neon hum, then the ice in the bucket, then the room breathing slow through red blue smoke. I step in already half gone, half floating, warm haze in my chest, and that back alley glow laid soft on the chrome trim. Velvet shadows all over the booths, low lamps melting gold on the bottles, deep bass rolling under the floor like a second pulse. Everything in here look expensive without trying, all dark leather, polished rails, perfume in the air, smoke rings lifting like the night got patience. I move slow through it, silk on my shoulder, chain cold on my throat, late hour calm in my posture, that laid back burning my lungs. Bliss got a body in this place, soft and red at the edges, sweet in the low light, sweet in the bass drag, sweet in the way the whole room blur when I breathe, but emptiness move with it too. Dressed up clean, sitting right beside a pleasure, making every neon reflection feel richer and lonelier at the same time. I let it all ride, let the kick hold my ribs, let the haze turn the air to velvet, let the shadows keep their little secrets.
Gold on the room, but the dark stay close. Soft on my skin, but I'm riding alone. Luxury loneliness is slow and cold. Neon keeps shining, but the low home.
I sink in the booth with a suede hole, heat in the ashtray glow. Look like a tiny red moon under the hanging light. Smoke folding over the tabletop, over my wrists, over the little black space where his eye keeps circling like it paid for another hour. Somewhere the DJ dragged the track low and surf thick, and the whole club lean with it, all slow sway, all late night motion, all body without promise. I feel good in the richest way, loose in the chest, heavy in the lids, smooth in the breath, like the night ironed every sharp thought flat. Still that hollow state elegant, still that ache where cologne, still that little quiet place inside me. Keep listening between the drums for something warmer than the room can give. Neon brush my sleeve and fade, smoke ring rise, then break. The moment keeps shining anyway. That's the luxury of it, that's the loneliness too.
Gold on the room, but the dark stay close. Soft on my skin, but I'm riding alone. Luxury only slow and cold. Neon keeps shining, but no rain.
Now the hour getting deeper in the club, turning softer, less faces, more haze, more velvet, dark climbing the walls and settling the corners. The alley outside.
Twelve on the dash, bombs in the hedge, chrome catch the street light, midnight still awake. I said the boulevard looked dipped in gold, lane lines soft and the night moves slow, tie hum under us, space in the floor, your perfume mixed with the burnout war. I said don't act like you don't know why I took this ride when the moon sat high. Palm shadow slid on your sleeve, your chain. Whole city blurred when you said my name. Neon road, little scars on the hood. Warm air thick and your skin look good. Dashboard glow, put blue on your thighs. I drove on in with you in my eyes. You always had that smoke in your calm, that laid back heat in the curve of your arm. Not too loud, just deep and low, like old school drums in a newer slow. We passed old diners and sleeping signs, all that late night shine on the chrome trim lines. Every block fell half like now, half then, like I knew this touch from way back when.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Down that boulevard, same slow fire, same two hearts, same blurred desire.
I told you this road got memory on it. Rubber and heat with a glow still on it. He said, girl, I feel that too. Like the lane keep folding me back to you. Your lipstick print on the smoke tipping. Gold earrings sway when you lean back in. Street light slid down the side of your neck. I miss that view more than I ever said. He wore the night like a custom fit. Black tee, low voice, all cool in it. I played it sweet, but my post gave in. Every red light made me start again. Prom after prom in the lazy line. City beats slow like it knew our timing. Radio low, that melted tone. But your breath on me made the ride its own. I watched your thumb tap time on the wheel. Little things like that make memory real. No hard promises, low bright display. Just after hours truth in a softer way.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow fire, same two hearts and blurred desire.
Now the boulevard empty, just us and glow. Shop signs dim and the speed stay low. Your knee touch mine and the night turned deep. Like the whole strip exhaled and fell asleep. I said maybe we've been here before. Same ghost smoke, same low and roll. Same warm dash light across your face. Same little late when we changed no pace. You smile like a record I used to know. Rich and sad in the undertow. I let that settle, let that breathe. Some things hit harder when you hardly speak. He kept it cool, but his eyes told more. All of that want in the velvet draw. My hand found his, and the lane got long. Midnight wrapped us inside one song. Chrome on the door, caught a final street. Your skin held heat, and the silence sweet. Everything costly in the simplest way. Just palms, black top, and a mood that stayed.
Ogie got dressed in the haze that night. Not all in pain, more soft, more bright. Like missing something while it's still right here. And loving the blur more heavy.
Don't let the moment run. It already did. Then stay in the slide till the street lights dim. Bass down low, palms overhead, brawling round in the smoke we drink.
Time goes soft when the palms lean by. You in the haze and I don't ask why. Round that boulevard, same slow fire, same two hearts, same blood desire. At the next long light, I tan my face. I thought that looked like a keepsake trace. No big scene, just the palms and glow. One last look, then we rolled on slow.
.47 on the wall clock. Blue sign buzzing through the half-open bay. Chrome lit up in strips. And you standing there like the whole night stay late. You got the shop turned soft just by leaning on the fender. Warm haze in the air, low sub in the trunk, and the polish on the quarter panel throwing your outline back tender. Two chests closed, lift arms sleeping, sockets cold in the tray, but the room still breathing after hours. Money black paint, chrome lips, and a scent that refused to fade. You move slow when the work like gold, late and calm, never loud. One hand on the roof line, one glance through the smoke, making all that still feel proud. I keep it easy, let the idle talk, let the bass sit under the ribs, because some devotion don't need bright words, it just glow in the blue and live. Yeah. You in the reflection on the bumper curb, you in the gloss on the door, you in the little pause before I step closer, making the whole service, babe, one more. Seductive in a quiet way, luxury in the dim, like the city stayed outside on purpose so this room could close around your skin.
Neon haze devotion.
You in the chrome, you in the blue.
Neon haze devotion.
Every slow light lead me to you.
Neon haze devotion.
Low bass, warm smoke, midnight view.
Neon haze devotion.
All this after I was shine on you. Yeah. You walk past the bench and every wrench catch a flash. Tiny blue fire on the steel, then gone like the hour itself moved too fast. I watch a shadow slide over the hood, over the grill, over the black floor stained with old stories and riches still. This ain't romance with flowers, this that lack of low like faith. This that perfume and machine heat, this that calm that make a man wait. Yeah, you bought a rolling cabinet now, soft on the frame, and even the chrome on the wheel caps look like it learning your name. No rushing emotion, no breaking the glide, just a sign outside humming red blue devotion. While the shop keep holding the night, I let the smoke sit sweet in the rafters, let the fan turn slow overhead, let the trunk line breathe through the concrete like a second post under what ain't being said. You don't need diamonds in here. The reflections do all the work, they turn every little movement holy, every little stillness turn dark and flirt.
Neon haze devotion.
Yeah, you in the chrome, you in the blue. Yeah,
Neon haze devotion.
yeah, every slow light lead me to you. Yeah,
Neon haze devotion.
low bass, warm smoke, midnight view.
Neon haze devotion.
All this after I was shine on you. Yeah. By the late part of the hour, the bay gets softer. Less city in the doorway, more dream in the room, more gold on the motor parts. More blue on your throat, more smoke curling lazy beneath the fluorescent bloom. You got that dangerous piece about you, that warm control, that look that make the hard edges blur and put a hush on the soul. I see you double in the side trim, tripled in the hood line gloss. Like devotion ain't one straight road tonight, more like a drift I don't want lost. The coupe sit ready by the open lane, headlights off, hard on in the skyline, way out there still glowing thin like it know we've been taking too long. Still I stay in it, stay with your shape in the chrome, stay with the bass under us, making even silence feel grown. Cause some nights don't ask for saving, they ask for surrender slow. Yeah, and you standing in that auto shop neon, got me giving the calm all I owe. Yeah. You in the blue light, you in the shine, you in the low end pressure, under my mind. One more slow pass, one more deep breath, one more look in the chrome, before the dark go left.
Neon haze devotion.
Yeah, you in the chrome, you in the blue. Yeah.
Neon haze devotion.
Yeah, every
Every slow light leading you to you.
Neon haze devotion.
Low bass, warm smoke, midnight view.
Neon haze devotion.
All this after hours shine on you. Then the doorway turns paler. The blue sign starts losing its hold. The distant skyline goes lighter. All the color runs thin on the chrome. The bass stays warm for a second longer. Bass still low under the frame. And outside the city washes out slow, till even your glow goes soft with the day. Yeah. Bass hit first through the floor in the chair, through the rack lights, through the blue in the air, through my chest where the hush stay deep, through this private room that don't ever sleep. I'm in the studio right now, chain cold on my neck, blue LEDs dripping on the side of the desk, subs down low, whole room breathe slow, warm smoke curl with the soft lights glow. Mic stand still but my thoughts ain't, leather seat lean back but my heart can't. Got your perfume mixed with the burn in the air, got your shape in the room, no you not right here. That's the part I ain't covered with style, all that laid back cool only work for a while. I know how to dress, heat up and calm, how to make loneliness sound like charm. But tonight that truth got weight on it, every low note put your name on it. I keep one hand on the fader, one hand on my chest, trying to level this ache, can't bring it to rest. Blue light soft on the bottles and wires, whole room built for sound and desire. I ain't talking in code, not it's live right now. I want your skin in the studio cloud.
Smoke on your skin, blue on your shoulder. No room pull when I draw you closer. Take roll slow, let the whole night swim. Stay right here, let the bass sink in.
Yeah. I got the vocal chain warm, got the preamp lit, got the late night haze making gold out the dim. Wall panels dark, bass traps hold the weight. Everything lux when the hour get late. I confess in the tape with my eyes half low, voice rides smooth, but the hurt still show. Heat in my throat, loneliness in the grain. Every breath on the mic, leave a mark in the pain. I can smell your lotion still caught in my sleeve, and that little trace do more than the leaves. No crowd in here, no bright room noise, just a private blue hush and a man with poise. But poise get thin when the skin ain't near, when the softest one get loud in the ear. I look at the waveform dance on the screen, all peaks, all dips like the way you lean. Even the cables on the flow seem slow, like they know this confession got nowhere to go. So I let the track loop, let the kick keep time, let the smoke write circles while I empty my mind.
Smoke on your skin, blue on your shoulder. No room pull when I draw you closer. Take roll slow, let the whole night swim. Stay right here, let the bass sink in.
Now the room feels smaller in the best worst way, like truth and temptation shared one blue shade. My mouth stay cool but the pulse don't lie. I want that warm touch under these midnight highs. Want your hand on my wrist by the console lights. Want your breath in the hush between two good nights. Want your body near when the subs press deep, when the smoke drift low when the city is asleep. See, I build whole moods out of chrome and tone, out of rich dark sound and being alone. But being alone get heavy past 2 when the perfect slow vibes start asking for you. Heat ain't always loud, sometimes it recline, silk soft and dangerous, taking its time. Loneliness too got a velvet walk, it sit in the corner while the records talk. I'm still in the tape, still live with the need, still watching blue glow hit the edge of the keys. If I sound too honest, that's how I go. This room pull truth out the lung with the smoke. No captions,
no crowd, just a mic and the mood, just the blue and the burn, and the warmth coming through. If you walked in right now, I night tell you, smoke on your skin, blue on your shoulder, more room pull when I draw you closer. Take roll slow, let the whole night swim. Stay right here, let the bass sink in. Bass still low, and the rack light still. Blue still falling through the smoke in the air. I lean back slow, let the last note drift. Same room, same hate, same pull in my ribs. Tape still rolling, and it start like this. Bass hit first.
Smoke got there first. Blue rack lights after. You in the doorway, and the whole room going softer.
You leaning slow, coat off, heat on, gold at your throat. Blue on your collarbone, late in the studio. All private, all hush, console lights low, sub under us. Yeah. You make the room shift just by breathing there. Perfume in the smoke, warmth in the air. I keep it smooth, hand near the fader. Eyes on your shape, but the pool gets stranger. You by the mic stand, one hip to the desk. Soft little glance, and my calm get pressed. Velvet in the hour, risking the glow. One step too close, and the whole thing show. No crowd, no hallway, just cables and blue. Deep bass talking, and me on you.
Blue on your skin, plush in the room. Stay in the hush, don't move too soon. Low light, slow breath, deep in the gloom. Midnight on you, midnight on you.
You touch the headphones, then leave them there. Fingertips slow like you know I stare. You got that quiet, that expensive heat. Silk in the motion, danger in the ease. Booth glass dark, but the room stay clear. I feel that risk every time you near. Red light ready, session still on. One wrong second, and I'm gone from calm. You cross one leg, then uncross lean. Blue on your knees like a low-lit dream. I keep the track looping, kick real deep. Let the smoke climb lazy, let the pressure keep. Cause you in this room, make the air turn gold. Make the want stay dressed, make the night stay slow.
Blue on your skin, plush in the room. Stay in the hush, don't move too soon. Low light, slow breath, deep in the bloom. Midnight on you, midnight on you.
You ain't saying much, still I hear enough. In the way you pause, in the way you touch. Hand on the chair back, chin tip down. Blue on your lashes, sub all around. This that velvet warmth with a blade underneath. Soft on the outside, risking the beat. I know what it is when a late room shine. Make a man look cool while he losing his mind. You by the screen glow, me by the board. Whole night floating, no need for more. But hidden in the softness, hidden in the grace, is that one small spark that can wreck the place. Still I let it ride, still I stay low. Cause some nights get richer when you don't say no. You in the blue, you in the smoke, you in the low end, out of my throat. One more pass, One more take, one more second before we break.
Blue on your skin, plush in the room. Stay in the hush, don't move too soon. Low light, slow breath, deep in the bloom. Midnight on you, midnight on you.
Now the track run long and the room go thin. You still in the blue with that warmth still in. No lights cut hard, no clean goodbye. Just sub in the floor and smoke up high. Session gone quiet, but under my ribs, that bass still breathing.
That bass still breathing.
Smoke got there first. Blue Lily D's after. The booth glass glowing soft. And my pulse moving with the subs.
I walked in late with perfume on my wrists, and the whole room felt built for a slow bad wish. Rack lights low, all sapphire and gold. Bass in the flow, making the air turn slow. Leather by the console, ash in the tray. One lamp on dim where the shadows lay, and I felt that bliss like a silk line wave. All over my skin, all sweet, all brave. I let my fingers drift on a fader edge. Watch the smoke curl thin by the vocal ledge. Watch my outline blur in the booth side glass, like the night wanted more of me while it passed. I know how to look like I'm cool in the glow, but the late hour hollow still lives down low. And the deeper that kick hit under my ribs, the more that empty place asks what this is.
Plus midnight, hold me slow. Low smoke, deep bass below. Plus midnight, stay on me. All this soft dark, keep talking sweet.
I stood by the mic with my hair half down. Headphones go black, city gone from sound. Just a room with the hum and the velvet delay, and the warm smoke air and a blue lit haze. The booth light kiss the curve of my throat. Every breath felt rich, every note got close, and that bliss came back in a dangerous way. Like the track knew my body before I could play. But loneliness too had a beautiful face. Sat right in the corners of that private space. And a pause after playback, the hush after flame. In the way no one touched me, but I still felt claim. I leaned on the desk and let the record spin. Let the low end rap like a lover on skin. Let the studio breathe through the wires and wood. And for one long minute the ache felt good.
Plus midnight, hold me slow. The room lumo smoke, deep bass below. Plus midnight, stay on me. All this soft dark, keep talking sweet.
Yeah, by the last pass through, the room got thinner. Same blue on the walls, same ash getting dimmer. Same little thrill in the gloss of the screen. Same late night drift in the vocal sheen. I could taste that hour like a secret kept. All smoke and silk, and the way sound stretched. All bliss on top with that ache underneath. Like the song had a pulse and it borrowed my beat. No hard breakdown, no sharp goodbye. Just me in the glow with the time going blind. Just a booth glass holding a ghost of my frame. And the baseline moving like it knew my name. I stayed there soft with my hand on the board, letting want and quiet keep splitting the chord. Till the whole blue room felt tender and deep, like the night itself didn't want me to leave.
Blue on my skin, smoke in my hair, low in my chest, and nobody there. One more replay, one more sweet ache, one more slow loop through the sound I made. Plus midnight, hold me slow. Holy low smoke, deep bass beat. talking sweet.
Then the track went low, and the booth went still. Blue light stay soft, over glass and steel. Left with the hush, but it stayed in the room. All the smoke kept speaking, long after I moved.
Tape already rolling. Blue LEDs on the racks. Smoke already rising through the studio glow. And your body already moving with the low end before I say a word. I say a word. Yeah. I step through the room like the camera never cuts. One long take, one slow drift, one black silk hour breathing through the speakers in the wood. Console lights blink, Ash sleeps in a tray. The booth stands there in call ball hush while the sub presses velvet circles into my ribs. You lean on the desk, then straighten and let your shoulder fall back into the beat. Short motion, big damage, that's how this late night work. I keep my hand near the fader, but my mind stays on the way your skin takes blue like it was born for it. The way the smoke wraps your outline and softens every hard thought I walked in with. No crowd, no daylight, just cables on the floor, chrome trim on the knobs, warm air under the bass, and that dangerous sweetness building one frame at a time. I can feel desire in layers here, burn on my tongue, perfume in the room, body near sound, sound near blood. Everything expensive without showing off, everything intimate without asking permission.
Your body catch bass, bass catch me. Boom drip slow, stay in the beat. Your body catch bass, bass catch me. All night, stay in the beat.
The tape keeps moving and I don't stop it, because stopping would break the spell, and the spell got too much silk on it now. Too much midnight in the edges, too much smoke turning tension into something lush and almost holy. I see the headphone cord sway, I hear the kick come back around. I watch your hand trace the side of the chair like you know exactly what the rhythm doing to me. Short breath, long glance, then the whole room tilts. That's the thing about this blue light, it makes hunger look elegant. It takes every little pause and dresses it in polish if the restraint starts feeling like foreplay with better lighting. I stay calm on the outside, I always do, but inside it's warm, static, and low in pressure. And a thought I keep trying not to name. You move closer to the mic, then closer to the desk, then closer where the bass feels thickest in the floor. And every step lands in me, not loud, not reckless, just that hazy kind of pull that never rushes because it already knows it owns a temple.
Catch bass, bass catch me. Boom drip slow, stay in the beat. Your body catch bass, bass catch me. All night, stay in the beat.
Now the studio feels smaller and richer in letter, like the blue has deepened and the smoke has learned our names in a whole one. Take Night has decided it does not need a clean ending to be unforgettable. Lights pulse slow, the booth lamp stays dim, my chain goes cold while the room keeps warm. I keep seeing the same sequence with no cutaway. Your throat in a glow, your wrist by the board, your shadow on the wall, your hips answering the sub before the snare even arrives. That body and bass thing to turn real in here. Not a line, not a concept, a physical language, the kind that says more in one lean than most people say all year. I let the track loop because I want one more pass through this exact second, one more run through the soft danger of it, one more chance to stay suspended in that place where desire is clean and deep and dressed in midnight patience. And if the room remembers anything after I leave, let it be this: the smoke hanging sweet above the console, the blue pouring over everything, and me letting the whole scene happen without ever looking away.
One take, no cut, low light, deep brush, your pulse in the floor, my calm coming loose, blue on your skin, smoke in the truth. Your body catch bass, bass catch me, boom trip slow, stay in the beat. Your body catch
Stay in the beat. Slow flow. You still glowing in the chrome.
You in the after hours bay with the roller door half up to the city heat. Shop lights low and honey warm on the fenders. Blue from the sign outside laying soft across your sleeves. And every chrome curve in that place catching little pieces of you. Like the whole room decided reflection was the right way to worship. You stand by the lift arms like the night's still working. Perfume mixing with all sweet air and warm smoke. Gold on your wrist, shadow on your throat. And the sub from the park coupe breathing under everything real slow. I keep looking your way without saying it plain. Because some moods get richer when they stay half hidden. And some hearts look smoother when they break under polished light. You make this shop feel expensive in the quiet way. Not diamonds, not flash, more like lack of paint, chrome lips, fresh wax, soft bass. More like the kind of beauty that shows up after midnight, leaves a little sadness in the shine.
Slow flow, you in the chrome tonight. Deep low, and you glow in the light. Slow flow, let the whole moon ride. You in the middle. You in my mind.
You move past the workbench and the socket trays, catch sparks of blue ratchets lined like jewelry, polished still holding your shape in fragments. And I swear even the tool chest got softer when you leaned on it. The air got that late shop warmth, engine heat still living in the block. Smoke drifting under the fluorescence, your outline blurring with the reflections on the quarter panel. You make melancholy look clean, like a black car fresh from the detail bay. Like wet shine on chrome after a long night. Like a man trying to stay cool while the bass keep pulling memory through his ribs. I watch you through the hood's curve shine. Watch you double in the side trim. Watch you turn every hard surface tender without touching much. That's what stays with me. How the room kept humming, how the fan belt smell mixed with your scent. How every polished part threw you back at me in pieces I wanted to keep.
Slow flow, you in the chrome tonight. Deep low, and you glow in the light. Slow flow, let the whole moon ride. You in the middle. You in my mind.
You by the coupe now. One hand on the roof line, blue light on your cheek, shop floor stained dark and shining under the ties. The whole place feel like a dream built from machines and longing. All hydraulic hush, all warm smoke, all reflections too pretty to trust. I keep thinking you belong in motion, but right here, still in this open bay. You got the whole hour wrapped around your finger, dreamy in the best way, melancholy in the deep way. Like the song already knows it's ending, while the bass still trying to hold it together. You look over the chrome bumper and it throws your face back softer. And I feel that old ache dressed in fresh wax and neon. Not the loud kind, the rich quiet kind, the kind that sits in your chest with a low grin. And lets the night make it beautiful. You make me want one more minute of the idol. One more pass of smoke through the beams. One more slow look in a place built for fixing things. They got no cure for this. You in the still, you in the glow, you in the low end, moving slow, warm smoke, cool shine, late night ghost, stuck in my mind.
Slow flow, you in the chrome tonight. Deep low, and you glow in the light. Slow flow, let the whole
the meadow. You in my mind.
Then the key turns soft, and the whole bay listens. Headlights wake up pale on the concrete. Chrome loses your shape one piece at a time. The roller door breathes open to the dark, and the coupe rolls out slow with the bass still under them. You still glowing in the rear view. Engine holding away.
Chrome lip. Bluetooth light. Half open bay. Warm smoke. Your hand on the fender. My coupe rolling slow through the midnight shop. I ease through the service lane like the whole room breathe hydraulic. Two chest shut, lift arms, sleeping, polished quarter panel, drinking every strip of neon off the wall. All sweet air got perfume in it now. Deep bass under the seats, got the concrete humming like a second heart. You lean by the workbench, gold on your wrist, soft dark on your throat, and every chrome reflection send you back to me in pieces. Dough trim, wheel cap, ratchet tray, the curve of the bumper, same you, new angle, same heat. Every time I look, that is how the hours start bending. That is how a man go calm and gone at once. I keep one hand loose on the wheel. Let the low ride idle talk. Let the smoke drift lazy through the beam lines. Let the whole after-hour shop turn tender around us. Nothing loud in it, just lace shine on black paint. Your knee near the side skirt. My pulse moving syrup, slow with the sub. Slow burn, got a body tonight, and it wears shop like good. Time go blurred on the chrome tonight. You keep sliding through the shine tonight. Low ride, low light, whole mood lean. I keep seeing where the steel stay clean. Time go blur on the chrome tonight. You keep sliding through the shine tonight. Low ride, low light, whole mood lean. I keep seeing where the steel stay clean. I roll a little farther, just enough for the rim to catch blue. Just enough for the hood to throw your outline back softer than real life do. The flow still wet from a late rinse. Little light pools under the tires. And the bay got that rich quiet on it. That moneyed hush made of smoked air, warm metal and patience. You touched the roof line once, and I swear the whole room slowed down half a beat. Socket trays glitter like jewelry, a stray wrench flash gold and fade. My reflection and yours keep meeting in a lacquer, breaking apart, coming back. Same obsession in a different surface. I know better than a rush, this kind of intimacy. This that crawl without crawling, this that stay close without speaking. This that bass under the ribs while the world outside forget our address. You make machine life feel human. You make cold steel keep a secret. You make me want one more loop past the lift, one more drift by the rolling cabinet, one more minute in this shop where every polished part keep telling on me. Time go blur on the chrome tonight. You keep sliding through the shine tonight. Low ride, low light, whole mood lean. I keep seeing you where the steel stay clean. Time go blur on the chrome tonight. You keep sliding through the shine tonight. Low ride, low light, whole mood lean. I keep seeing you where the steel stay clean. By the late part of the night, the bay gets softer than a dream should. Fan turning overhead, smoke climbing slow, deep bass still talking through the frame rails. I move past the parts rack and the reflections follow. You on the grill, you on the side mirror, you on the wheel lip.
You on a black floor where the neon breaks thin, and every version got the same little pull, same after hours grace, same warmth, dressed in danger but moving easy. I keep circling the shop like the shop became a boulevard, like the concrete turned silk, like the lift posts were palms, like this chrome kingdom was built just to teach me how blurred time can get. You got one shoulder against the stacked tires, head tilted low, and the whole scene come expects for no reason except you win it. That is the obsession. Not loud, not messy, just clean, deep, and impossible to park. I stay in that low rider cadence, that slow sway, that black paint prayer. Because some nights do not need an exit. They just need another pass under the lights, while the room keeps glowing and the warning keeps its cool. Blue on the hood, gold on your hand, smoke in the rafters, bass in the pan. One more slow roll, one more soft gleam. You in the chrome, and the chrome in me. Time go blur on the chrome tonight. You keep sliding through the shine tonight. Low ride, low light, whole mood lean. I keep seeing where the steel stay clean. Ain't in the bay, but quieter. The lights go thinner on the bumper. Your shape stay living in the trim a second longer. Fans still turning, smoke still riding, and down under the seats, under the floor, under my comb. That bass still breathing.
Beto half up, city Aries and in. Warm smoke in the rafters, face under my skin. Tool chest closed, shop light gold. Black paint breathing, slow and low. I lean on the fender, chain cool on my chest. Oil sweet air, and a heart not at rest. Chrome throw me back, in pieces in blue. Hood line shine, make the whole night move. Heat in the concrete, heat in the seat, heat in the way. Low end speak, loneliness dressed clean. No noise, no crowd, just a coupe island. Thinking out loud, not with a voice, with a pulse, with a drag, with a glow. With the way this hour, don't wanna let go. Night drive glide, keep the lane in my mind. Home stay wet, with the blue light shine. Night drive glide, slow burn in my chest. Shop full of glow, and I still don't rest. Lift arms sleeping, socket trays dim. Smoke make halos, round the wheel rim. Polished steel hold, little strips of me. Grill teeth gleam like they know what I need. Everything rich, but it stay real still. Warm like a secret, under the drill. I run my hands slow over lacquer and lime. Feel that midnight pressure, deep and fine. This ain't rush, this ain't crash, this ain't bright room 5. This that late shop 8 with a custom design. Blue song glum, from outside the bay, soft on the chrome, soft on the gray. I keep circling thoughts, same route, same bend, same low rider prayer, same dark I defend. Cause heat look better when it stay composed, and loneliness sweeter when the smoke moves slow. Night drive light,
turn lazy. Shop floor shining, all black and hazy. Reflections keep drifting over bumper and door. Every curve of the coupe make me want a little more. Not more talk, not more noise, just more of this hush. More of the bass, more of the glow, more of the smoke in the flush. Heat lean close, like a hand on the neck. Loneliness lean back, but it never quite left. Both ride with me in the service bay dark. One in the sub, one in the spark. I watch the tailpipe breathe, watch the red ash fade, watch machine lights soften over every shade. Luxury here, ain't diamonds or crowds. It's black paint perfect, and the way the night bowed. It's one more minute before the wheels roll. One more chant in my chest, one more drift in the soul. Low on the idol, low on the drum, chrome in the shingle, and the smoke still comes. Soft on the finish, soft on the 8. Night drive glide, and the whole shop sway.
Night drive glide, keep the lane in my mind. Chrome stay wet, with the blue light shine. Night drive glide, slow burn in my chest. Shop full of glow, and I still don't rest.
Then the key turn easy, headlights wake slow. Blue sign thinning, and the hood line glow. Blade door breathing, city spread thin. Coupe roll forward, with the bass still in. Smoke stay hanging, with a warm light lay. And the motor carry all that dark away. Engine rolling away, engine rolling away.
Engine purr first, leather breathe next, chrome catch the neon, and the dash go velvet blue. Wake inside the ride like a dream already moving. Palms in a row, black sky low, boulevard lights dripping gold on the hood like memory got jewelry on. Smoking a loop, then another loop, tire hum low like the road got lungs. Everything rich and floating, everything soft and expensive. Everything touched by midnight haze till the lane look poured instead of built. I drift in that long black shine, chain cool on my throat, hands easy on the wheel. Mine half in the smoke, half in some old sweetness I can't name. Nostalgia come dressed clean tonight, not sad, just warm, not loud, just there. Sitting in the passenger side with perfume on it. Palm shadows crawl across the windshield, dashboard glow, painting blue on my rings. Deep bass rolling under the seats like a second heart that know exactly when to lean.
Blur that time, keep it going slow. Palm lights swim and the low winds roll. Blur that time, don't let the night get old. Smoke in my chest and your ghost in the gold.
Dream state lane, same lane, new lane. Smoke turn silk, silk turn haze. Haze turn your outline for a second, then melt back into the boulevard. I can't tell if I'm driving forward or circling the same sweet block. But the chrome keep flashing, and the palms keep swinging, and the city keep dressed in the dark in the soft red and amber. I let the coupe float easy. All black lacquer and reflective signs. All after hours class, all slow motion appetite. There go the tire song again. There go the smoke ring thought again. There go that feeling again, like I've been here before with the same bass under me in the same heat, just out of reach. Nothing breaks, everything glides. Even the loneliness glide tonight. Laid back, polished, smelling like cologne and warm vinyl. Wearing nostalgia like a silk shirt open at the collar. The whole boulevard feel like a real running backward through my blood.
Blur that time, keep it going slow. Palm lights swim and the low winds roll. Blur that time, don't let the night get old. Smoke in my chest and your ghost in the gold.
Long black ribbon of road, palms overhead, lake signs glowing. All of it breathing like a custom dream built for one more pass. I keep catching flashes in the haze, a wrist in the dashboard blue, a mouth in the edge of red light, a laugh I almost remember, a touch I maybe never had but still carry like it happened in some better version of midnight. That is the trick of the smoke. It don't lie, it just soften the edges to crave and look holy. That is the trick of nostalgia, go with permission. It just sit in the low end and make every block feel older and sweeter, so I keep rolling. Keep the pace syrup slow. Keep the cabin warm with the window cracked just enough to let the city breathe in. Neon kiss the chrome, chrome kiss the dark, dark kiss the memory. Memory kiss the bass and all of it loop back like the boulevard don't want morning, like the palms don't want silence, like my chest don't want anything except another mile of this rich black drip.
Smoke and glow, clothing lane, lane and base, then your shape again. All then gold, gold and blue, all night circling, all night through. Blur that time, keep it going slow. Palm lights swim and the low winds roll. Blur that time, don't let the night get old. Smoke in my chest and your ghost in the gold.
Then the signs get thinner, the palms get far. The haze goes softer on the lack of car. No one speaks, still the cabin know. That low end living under every slow breath. And even when the boulevard fades from sight, that bass still breathing the night.
Chrome on the hood, lighter by the cup, dashboard glow, low blue. Wind hit the doors, dust on the rims.
Pulled up high where the city turned small. Headlights cut lines in the canyon on the wall. Engine still warm, bass still under my ribs. Yeah, smoke curls soft in the night, get still.
I saw your hand on the wheel, not moving. Gold on your wrist, small flame, then ruin. Perfume in the warm air, mixed with the burn. You look like a wrong turn, I still chose first.
Your legs cross slow in the still of the beam. Skin catch white, then fade in the steam. Wind on your head, got time moving strange. Whole world pause, but the low end stays.
He say less, and the land more deep. Voice ride dark, like the tires in sleep. I taste the smoke when he lean my way. Like one long night, got lost in the break. Yeah.
Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me.
Gain your edge, black drop, city lights fall. Your name in my mouth, sound slow like tar. I trace one line from your wrist to your knee. Night too wide, but you narrow it for me.
He got that laid back heat, that dangerous calm. Ash on his thumb, stars on his arm.
Not saying love, just saying stay. And that hit harder in the wind this way.
I'm in feet cold, your body turn warm. Dust in the beam like a private storm. No club crowd now, just a sub in the trunk. And the hush between us, heavy and drunk.
I watch the red lights paint both our cheeks. Hear tire hum dying under the beat.
He look at me like he know I'm gone. Like the road been over, but we hold on. I could drive off, let the whole thing blur. Still I'm parked in the pullover. Smoking the cabin, halo on the throat. One more second and I'm losing the cold. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me.
Heaven look low from this turnout lane. Dust on the chrome, tears I won't name. I wear my smile like a silk thin lie, but the bass too honest when it moves inside.
You got that far off look, sweet and gone, like sunrise built in a sad slow song. I touch your chin, you don't pull away. Not a whole cliffside bend to the way.
You smell like heat, like trees, like night, like bad good choices under soft dash light. I tell myself, keep cool, don't slip. Then his hand find mine, that's it.
We young saints, we know this scene. Headlights whine and a tank on lean. But something in the silence went deeper tonight. Like your eyes let me in past the smoke and the shine.
I used to love like a fast lane crash. Now I won't slow, won't haze, won't last.
If I fall here, let it be this way. With the canyon holding what I can't say. Wind on the roof,
heart in my throat.
Dust in the light,
hands moving slow.
Night got no clock, just glow then fade. One long pull and we don't look away. Time go blurry when you breathe on me. Headlights shake, but you stay with me. Wind keep talking, I can't let it leave. Round and round, you're stuck in me. I wasn't stopping for the view tonight. I came for you, that's the truth tonight.
I wasn't killing time up on this ledge. I drove up here cause losing you felt next.
So if the dawn asks what this really is, it's
It's me admitting I already slipped. And if that wind keep every word we said, let it keep this. I'm gone on you more than I ever said.
Bottleneck. Gold on the booth, Sam. City laid out below us, and the room was already moving like a memory. I remember that lounge in the soft focus drift, last call ringing low while the whole flow slipped into a slower glow, into a richer frame. In the dapper hours hushed with your trace on my name. Leather held heat with a booth curved deep, low bass rolled under it, velvet and sweet. Smoke climbed lazy through the pendant light haze, turn the whole high room into a blur of praise. You leaned just enough to bend an hour thin, perfume in the air, gold on your skin. And I sat there calm in the way men lie, all cool in the chest while the one stay high. City lights below like jewelry spilled, too far to hold, too bright, too still. And somehow the distance fit the mood just right, all dreamy and tender with a little more night. I keep replaying the scene in pieces, your wrist by the glass, your shoulder and knee on my chain going cold while the room stay warm. In the silence between us dressed up like charm. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. I remember the bar rail catching low red stripes, the staff stacking stemware in the edge of the lights, the DJ letting one more slow record bleed like the room knew exactly what the dark might need. No hard scene, no rush, no break, just a rich little ache. I was trying not to name, just your outline drifting through the low lit blur, and my whole night leaning a little toward her. Glossy in the way the memory moves now, every detail polished by the weight of a dance all blue on the labels, gold over the boost, and the whole lounge floating like I thought with no end. Dreamy, yes, but the sadness was dressed, not ragged, not loud, just smooth at best. The kind that was cologne and sits up straight, the kind that smiles slow when it's getting too late. I felt it in the bass when the room thinned out, in the warm black air when the last laughs drowned, in the way your perfume stayed longer than sound, making even the silence feel velvet bound. Luxury, loneliness, blue on the smoke, gold on the stress. Luxury, loneliness, room full of shine, heart in the dress. Luxury, loneliness, you that close, still hard to possess. All that glow, all that lay, all of it sitting here on my chest. By the final stretch, the high room turned private, more shadow in the corners, more softness in the violet, more gold on the bottles, less noise in the crowd, and every little gesture started landing too loud. I remember my hand on the rim of the glass, watching the city flicker in the black below, watching your body hold the last of the warmth like the night itself did it.
Your cologne first, that rain on warm chrome, that smoke in the cabin, and my pulse going slow. I slide in soft, seat low, dress high after Rain Boulevard. All gloss, all fire, street lights melt gold. In the hood line curve, wet palms leaning down, like they know what I deserve. I keep one heel tucked, one hand on my thigh. Blue from the dashboard, make it silk out the night. Tie a hum deep bass, and then my ribs be lit. Every block drag longer, every breath turns sweet. I watch red lights stretch, in the side door gleam. City gone liquid, like a half-made dream. Smoke drift lazy, through the warm cracked glass. My hair hold the scent of the hour we passed. No rush in the ride, just that slow rich crowd. Black top wet and shining, making time feel small. I want more of the pressure,
More of that low end wave, more of the way desire look college when it behaves. Let the time keep me in the slide. Rain light on the chrome, and you're pulling my mind. Blur that time, don't let the moment dry. Low ride, slow ride, keep obsession alive. Every store sign glowing in the puddle street.